Why are you moving so much? Man, you have like a nice computer chair, and like it sounds like you've just been like literally banging chicks on that for like 60 days straight. It's all like crickety and
Here's the
crackety.
thing. I am very heavy and very compact, so I break things.
Brett,
Frit's
Brett,
already angry with me with the fact that we bought a new mattress because she hated our old mattress. And since I'm basically a dying son, where I lay on the
you
bed
stole my
just
joke.
has like an indent, like a meteor fucking hit.
You stole my joke. I was gonna say one time someone tried to move you at the ETC, or like you collided with that guy and like broke his collarbone, and he's like, "How much do you weigh?" And you're like, I weigh the same as a dying son."
The best is when he guessed. He's like 100 kilos. I went,
100
keep
kilos
on going, baby.
higher.
But yeah, man, fucking I heard there's a change in the pajama pants household.
There's a mini pajama pants upstairs. It's like this big. She's very small. She's a little tiny.
Wee
Little tiny.
pajamas.
A wee pajamas. Her name is Layla. Layla pajama pants. So very
That
excited.
is
I'm
a
not
lot.
not
What's up,
sleeping.
everybody?
Not sleeping much.
We
I
what,
saw
maybe
I saw you went down and represented Art of War
Norita.
over in Texas and won, right? Oh wait, no, that was John. My bad. Never mind.
Oh,
You weren't there.
fuck off.
You weren't there. You
I'm
weren't
going
there.
to I'm doing Showdown in Frogtown or whatever this weekend in Toledo. We've got a major.
Oh,
It is fully a major. And then I've got Charity Hammer in Seattle after that. Then I've got the team tournament in Vegas. And then which I'm still angry about because the win-loss, but we already talked about that.
oof,
Um,
such a bad idea.
and then I've got New Orleans, the GW event, which I'm going to play orcs behind me. As soon as I up my model count of orcs from 0 to an army. And so I have to figure that out.
How many guys do you need?
So, not that many.
When do you need them by?
Say again?
When do you need those models by?
October 3rd-ish, I think.
All right, I'll send you those models.
Yay! Another thing that'll open the day of the tournament. I'll bring the box again. Dude, then I'm going to Canada. You should go to Canada with me.
When is that?
The middle of October.
Ah, man, I wonder if Diego's there. I would go, but that's kind of far. That one I can't get away for that one.
For me, it's not because it's like weirdly enough, Toronto's like a super quick for me.
Oh, it's in Toronto. Oh, Diego's definitely gonna be there. Damn, that'd be cool.
Yeah, roll out with me.
That would be really
awesome.
cool. That'd be really cool.
It'll be literally my first Canadian tournament. I've never been to Canada for a tournament. I've played with the Canadians because they always pump across the border for Du Bois and stuff like that. But
So that means, are you gonna play orcs there too? So that means I got to get you a really pretty well painted army because Canada is pretty high standards.
I will be doing.
So.
I'm gonna play orcs. I've got 2 more. I'm playing orcs. I'm playing Dark Eldar Drakari for this weekend, and then I'm playing Drakari for the Charity Hammer out in Seattle, or close to Seattle, or somewhere out west. I fly into Seattle. That's all I know. And then I'm gonna be playing those guys all weekend. And after that, I'd like to start representing the orcs in the test games. I've been playing. I played them when I went down to Florida, and then I played them. I've been playing a lot of TTS nonsense with them. Weirdly enough, I'm the only person ever that plays more TTS now that COVID's broke than I did when COVID was actually on, because I just want to put stuff down and take a look at it. Because my first army, and you sent me some stuff. Both of us looked at the pre-releases and whatnot right away and went, "Hey, here's a couple lists." And then all of a sudden you went, "These are statistically amazing," and then you realize none of this shit fucking moves through walls, and it becomes a huge traffic jam.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find the secret sauce, bro. Dude, one of the best things in the orcs right now. The best thing that happened to me was my lovely wife came in during the GG podcast.
You did. I gotta get ready for work.
She walks like she's 487 pounds. I heard every footstep.
She always stomps in like a herd of elephants. That's how she rolls. Alan goes, she walks like she weighs 487 pounds.
And I know she lost weight because I saw pictures. I've seen footage.
Yeah, she's back to being a wee lass.
Yeah. You should walk lighter, Brittany. Jesus.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Like, I watched the Discovery Channel and like stampede elephants walk softer than you.
Yeah. But I'm
pretty
juiced. You know why I'm
I don't
excited
know. I'm
about
surprised you're
orcs?
going with
You know what
orcs,
I'm
man.
excited-
I'm really surprised. I have a feeling that you might know some information about AdMech's demise, or you know that they're getting nerfed or something. I don't
I
get
just
it.
don't like them. Here's my problem
I don't get it, bro.
with Advent.
Don't
It's
get
not
it.
even just the. This is a fluff point. I'm playing a fantasy game where I can literally be a super powerful demon prince, a transformed superhuman that literally has double organs, can jump over walls like Superman, an alien race. I can be an immortal elf, or I can be Bill, the guy that has a gun. Like I'm just not playing that, man. I'm not
Yo,
like I'm
Bill's a cool dude, bro. He's got a friend named Ted. They have some awesome adventures.
Bill and
They're
Ted
good guys. I'm just telling you.
themselves.
Just letting you know, bro.
I'm just not role playing just me. Like, dude, get the hell out of here.
Orcs are
that's
weird though.
boring.
Orcs are weird, man. They don't feel like orcs. I kind of wish,
I've actually had a bunch of people say that to me. In the fact that they said that they think, what was the actual quote? They feel like new orc players are gonna like orcs and old orc players are not gonna like orcs.
Yeah, I mean, most orc players who just want to run boys are going to be fine. You could still run like a goth boy army. It's just about as good as it was before, which is not very good.
I do have to talk to respond to Eloise on this. Why orcs and not Admech or sisters? Admech don't like regular people. Sisters, I will eventually break down and get sisters. I think the sisters book is the best book in the game right now for total options. Fair, like you can play. Admech's just by far the most powerful, but I think the sisters just has the most.
Oh, you mean like all-encompassing codex, like most well-written codex?
Yeah,
not like orcs, opposite of orcs, where like there are clearly terrible things to take in the orc book.
Right. That's the thing is the sisters have so many good options. I just don't know any sisters. And I have been talking about playing sisters for literally forever.
Sisters are awesome.
I'm going to break down
sisters are really, really good, and sisters are, for sure, definitely impacts the player's impact of skill. It plays a much bigger role in sisters. So.
It's a skill-based army.
Yeah.
And the fact that you have an answer for everything, but you just have to figure out when and what to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a lot of gripes. I got a lot of gripes with the Orc Codex though. Gretchen are too expensive. Boys are too expensive. They had to have. I wish there was more stratagems for the special clans. Orcs lost a lot.
I think we're gonna get I really feel we're going to get
another supplement. Great. Sell more books at $60.
Because the thing is like every time you feel like you don't have enough strats, it's one of those things where you're waiting for whatever it is for it. What up?
I don't like that you can't use the special orc detachments for like a whole detachment. It's just one unit in each detachment. That sucks.
It would be super busted.
No, it would not be. It would not be. Truck boys are nothing special.
I would just play.
They're cool. I would play truck boys too. Truck boys would be so much fun. Think about how much fun that army would be. That'd be an amazing, fun army. Would it be broken? Hell no. It wouldn't be broken.
Detachments. Every single one of them has one guy.
It would not be broken at all. And I think the orc strats are weak. I don't like most of the strats.
I actually like the
3d6 charge. That's it.
The clan specific strats feel pretty good. The rest of the thing is like
some of them, not all of them. So I mean, which clan specific strat do you like the most? I don't even know which one you're talking about right now. I like the one that turns off OBSEC, or that's a relic for free.
Goths exploding fives.
Yeah, Goths are good. Goths is the good one.
The Evil Sons, Fire and Fade.
Meh.
It's still Fire and Fade. It's just strong. It's 1 CP. And then you've got the I really do like the Blood Axes. If you're within 3 inch, you can put a unit back into reserve.
Yeah, that's the best. That's one of the best ones, I think. Blood Axes in general are really cool because the Warlord trait 3 units for free in reserves. That's really powerful.
Well, they're just ability to leave combat.
That's really powerful.
Basically fall back and shoot or fall back and charge is just gigantic.
Yeah. The war boss on the Squigosaur in Blood Axes is like awesome. So good.
Dude,
so
war boss on Squigosaur, period. When you put
but his ability to leave combat and re-engage, that's clutch.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, so no one can bog him down.
You rock that dude, and then you basically can put him in. You give him the relic and the trait, man. They give him the -1 to wound, and they give him the relic for +1 attack and 5 of feel no pain.
Yeah,
makes that dude a monster.
Yeah. He's also -1 damage because he's on the squig hide. All that stuff. He's really good.
He's really good. Like just really tough. I like that dude a lot.
Yeah. His only downside is you can't go through walls, and that's the downside for the squig boys.
That's a lot.
Which really sucks.
The sucky thing is I don't have squig boys in my.
But ITC terrain might help that out. You could space out those ruin walls quite a bit on your side at least. So I mean, that might actually be. Yeah,
I was thinking of setting corridors. You know what I mean? Where you put the terrain like this, and you basically, but it tells your opponent exactly where you're going, so they can try to move block.
doesn't matter
Like
though.
the first couple games I was playing with it, I really liked a lot of the units. It's just that I did not have enough stuff. Like I felt, you know who I'm taking in my next test games? Zagstrug.
Zagstrug. He's a boss mode. I like him.
I took 10 Storm Boys. Well, I've got a bunch of shit in the Goths Patrol, but that dude's got a freaking 6 strength 8 attacks that are AP 2 damage.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's 110 points. You know, with a jump pack.
I like him a lot. I think he's really good. I wish the snaz gun, the out of line of sight grot shooter. I wish. What?
I don't like it.
What didn't you like?
What's that? It doesn't have if it's the right one I'm thinking of.
No, the strength. It's the snaz wagon. It's the strength 5 -2 like 2 damage. Shoot out of line of sight 2d6 shots. You can upgrade it to be +1 to wound with the thing.
Oh, you're talking about the squig buggies.
The squig buggy thing, yeah. I wish the squig buggy thing was a little bit worse, and then all the other buggies were a little bit better. I feel like all the other ones suck, and that one's really, really good. Makes me sad.
The scrapjet was better.
Yeah, the scrapjet. I wish you can upgrade the rocket on the scrapjet to hit on force. That'd be awesome. Because then you have 3d3, 4+ rockets.
Too big, and hitting on 5s with
sucks.
No rerolls.
It sucks.
Just,
yeah, it's terrible.
He just rolled his bucket of dice and nothing happens.
Yeah, what's the point? You know, I think freebooters may be the way to go. What?
Mr. Sean Kemp told me that this morning. We were talking about arcs, and he's a freebooter fan. He wants to shoot.
The man, the myth,
I just think I want to punch. You know what I'm super excited about?
You could punch with freebooters too. They get +1 hit in close combat.
Yeah, but I'll beat the crap out of people. I don't even want to shoot as much. I just want to kill people. I want indirect from squig buggies, and then the only time I'm going to probably shoot is when I shoot my rockets off my Defcopters because they're insanity.
I need 40k to change. I'm really sick and tired of this version of 40k. I hate talking to you about 40k, and your whole strategy is like, I'm going to hide. I'm going to take like 6 units that don't do shit except score objectives, and then I'm going to just like shoot out of line of sight and like win based off just sitting on my side of the board and automatically getting 45 on or 43 on my secondaries. It's really annoying.
I'm going to shenanigans. I
miss interaction.
I engage you.
I miss interaction. So much less
that's
interaction.
Why I'm bringing all kinds of hand-to-hand.
Yeah. How are you delivering it, though? Truck boys, truck boys can get anywhere they want.
I've got a couple of truck boys. I've got all the Big Daddy war bosses. I've got the Beast boss. I've got the Mega Armored war boss with the
Pimp relic. I love his relic. Everything. Did you take the relic on him?
Upgrade.
You take the relic on the Mega Armor guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the relic's really good.
The crushing armor is just disgusting.
Yeah, the crushing armor. That's the one, yeah.
And then you put a Brutal Bakunin on him, which is basically competitive edge. He rerolls anything that doesn't do damage to you, he gets to do again.
Yeah.
So like basically if you make a save, he doesn't wound, he misses whatever, he gets another chance basically. It's competitive edge. It's the exact same wording.
Yeah.
The Beast boss, of course, Boss Agstruck. I'm going with right now, my next, this could change, you know what I mean? It's still obviously testing stage, but I'm in Blood Axes, Death Skulls, and Goths.
Stop tapping your desk.
I can't help myself.
Go to hell.
It's a sickness.
It's a slow death.
But then I'm bringing the Blood Axes are 2 units of 3 Defcopters, 2 squig buggies. One's got nitro squigs. The Mega Armored War Boss. These actually got to be flipped around a little bit. Mega Armored War Boss, the Beast Bosses, and then 10 boys with Power Claw, Truck Boy upgrade, 3 Mega Noms. This is some Death Skulls, so they're all OBSEC. Commandos, 5 Commandos, 2 units of 5 Storm Boys, another truck. Goths Patrol, which I actually think I like this. Boss Agstruck, 10 Storm Boys, 10 boys with a Power Claw with a truck upgrade, 10 Beast Snagga boys that go inside my kill rig, and then 10 Commandos with a Power Claw. So you've got just a bunch of dudes that have exploding 6s, exploding 5s.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I didn't want you to blame me, but like for a professional 40k player, that was like the worst reading of an army list I've ever heard. Like you should start off by like, I have 3 detachments. Here's the names of the detachments. And then you break down the units in each. Like you just read it off like as if like you were reading a teleprompter and your name is Ron Burgundy and you have no idea what you're talking about. You're just reading what's on there. So yeah, that was strange.
Diego.
Yeah. Diego, are you going to the Canadian event in when is that, Brad? October?
October something. It's the Squig Dick Monkey death.
Hey, Diego, you going
Canadian
to the Squig Dick
drama.
Monkey Death? Because I would love to hang out with you, bro. And I might try to finagle that one if my wife was super kind.
Dude, let's rock it out.
Let me
That
know.
way you can drive me too.
Yeah, see, I make real money, so I would just fly to Toronto. Sorry, bud.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For me, it takes like the
Apologize.
same amount of waiting to
Yeah.
go to Toronto as it would to fly.
I'm just kidding.
literally 4
I'm just
hours.
kidding. I could drive out to you and pick you up. We could drive together. It's fine. He said yes, I'll be there. It's called the Stud Snockle Knockle Dickle Mongler.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
was exactly right when I
Yeah,
said
that's what
it was
Brad
called.
said, bro. Why are you trying to correct people?
I don't
trying to
know
be
why
all-
you're bothering with
trying
that.
to be
That's
all, like,
100%
legit.
what I threw down. Let's
I
see
gotta
what
play
Pete's
some
got
Warzone
going.
with that
Well,
guy
I'm gonna
soon.
read this one, Dallin. What's your guys' thoughts on TO adjusting points, banning detachments, Skitarii cohort, etc.? Or you're more in favor of FAQ to clarify poor GW routing, mostly referring to the Goonhammer article? I really, really want everybody to be playing the same 40K. So I wish that everybody would just use the WTC FAQ so that I don't agree, but those guys are very passionate. I don't agree with everything. I agree with most everything. You know what I mean? But I would rather disagree with one document than have literally a different game being played at every single tournament I'm playing at. I'm literally going to 4 or 5 tournaments in the next 6 weeks, and every single one is going to be using a slightly different FAQ about terrain and different things. So I don't know exactly how I'm playing for every single thing, and it drives me insane. I would rather just have WTC. Plus, they're super passionate. Those dudes also like consistently contact GW, Iska, Neil, all those guys. You know what I mean? Are just super on top of trying. They're very passionate. They're very up to date. So even if they're making a rule that you're not 100% on, it's everybody's using the same thing. You know what I mean? So I would rather disagree a little bit and have everybody on the same page with the game. What are your thoughts on that, Alan?
I'm fine with anything as long as it's very clear prior to significantly prior to the event registration or during event registration or whatever that is. As long as it's clear. I would like to believe that any changes the TOs are making are changes based in reason and logic, and if that's the case, then I'm fully for it. I don't even care if other events are not doing it. I don't really care with consistency. I don't mind it because consistency will be the death of action. So if you want to make sure that consistency is there, then you'll never actually fix anything. So I'd rather go to an event and have these things fixed.
But that's what I'm saying.
And have other
they're
people fuck
constantly
off.
working on it, is my point. If you go with the WTC document, those guys are always working on it. You know what I mean?
I don't know much about it. So if you think that they have these changes, like what if my thing is though, what if Pete wants to make a change? What if Pete wants to make a change that the WTC hasn't made yet? Pete's not going to go around and get everyone to come in and agree. There's
sure.
there's dozens of tournament run organizational bodies.
It's just that right now I don't even know. It's literally a different game depending on where you're going.
The death of agility is trying to get to perfection, right? So you shouldn't have everyone have to do the same thing. I don't think that's the right call because then you won't fix anything.
When I go to when I'm playing the same game, it's not the same game. If you're going to play different things, play different missions with different cool rules and play special tournament type things. Don't tell me the base rules are different depending on what tournament I go to.
I think there's a slippery slope there, Pete, with just changing points.
I don't like the changing points and stuff.
Because how do you determine it should be 80? I'm assuming that's in the Goonhammer article. But how is that determined? There's a slippery
based FAQ is what they're asking for because GW's not coming out with them. And that's what I'm saying that
I'd almost rather have you just ban AdMech entirely.
That's what they're doing in Charity Hammer. That's what they did for the team tournament part of it. They just said AdMech's just not allowed.
Yeah.
Instead
of messing with points, we're going
to play a team tournament, and basically we're either going to see AdMech on AdMech, or you're just going to see a lot of people just get smoked by AdMech. Doesn't
that happen in other games sometimes where if something is too broken and needs to be fixed, instead of trying to pick and choose where you try to fix it, you just ban it. Right, I've seen that in old school fantasy. Old school and fantasy did that for a long time. Yeah, they just banned straight up banned
units,
stuff.
Different all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I think that's a slippery slope, Pete. But if you're doing some universal stuff, like you're saying, a whole Skitarii cohort is not allowed, or this is not allowed, or that is not allowed, then I'm more in favor of that than trying to trying to like change individual points. That's the only thing. Like I don't know about that one.
It's tough on that, yeah.
Oh, dude,
My thing
Stud is sold out. I can't go, Brad.
They just don't let. I mean, you could say you don't let things in would be the easier one.
That Canadian tournament is already sold out. Eloise just said, so I can't.
I'll figure it out. It already.
Oh, Richard just said I can get it. Never mind.
Dingo just came in from Canada, dropping bows. He's like, look, dude, I'm a local.
Richard, I owe you. I owe you two fingers of any whiskey you want. He's gonna order like some.
I thought he was just gonna give you two fingers.
Really expensive whiskey.
2 fingers.
Can I get a Macallan 30, please? Thank you.
It's gonna get real weird.
But yeah, no, I would like to go if I can make it. I would love to. What weekend is that in October? You guys all have all the information. The chat seems really on top of this stuff.
Something.
Brad knows zero about everything. So
I mean, I just realized that I have to buy like multiple flights for a bunch of tournaments I'm going to. So that's true. I do owe the Horde a drink.
Got it.
Really expensive.
We got a trailer for terrain transport. When we doing the team tournament, PJ? Oh yeah, damn. Why are you trying to spoil stuff on here, Pete? Jeez, I just had a kid, man. Give me some time. Literally
you
a
did
father.
Narrow it down to
father of like 7 days. I like Diego. Diego's like, I have no idea when. It's in between Warzone and Warzone. Sometime I'm taking a break.
Hughes knows. He won't tell us. He's the one that wanted to get. He got me to get the.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him Thursday.
I'm the last person that bought a ticket on the side.
I'll talk to him like Thursday or tomorrow, anyways. So, or sometime for the Thursday show. So I'll catch up with him on it. But yeah, it'd be cool to go to that if it's not the same week as Michigan GT, because I do want to go to Bill's event in Michigan.
Yeah, shit. I forgot about that too. I'm going
23rd and 24th. Cool. All right, that works. So it's the opposite side of the month.
In your luggage. We're gonna get a valley. A wild valley's gonna pop out.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of jealous of Brandon, dude. I saw him at that Pete's event in Michigan, and he's like, I haven't been to a tournament in so long, and you know, and then all of a sudden I see him all over the place. He went to like Texas. He went to another tournament. I'm like, man,
he was doing real well. Crushed out day one.
Yeah, he's like all over the place now.
Or no, he had an issue with he had an issue with a new admech
with vomiting. He had a vomiting issue.
He did not have a vomiting issue.
Are you sure?
A message from Eloise. She's like, we're undefeated and no one's thrown up. Victory for the family.
Standards. That's a high bar. It's a high bar.
A high bar to keep.
High bar.
I don't know.
Keep. I feel like the throwing up part won't happen as long as you're undefeated. I feel like the 2 losses in one single day, back to back.
That's heavy drinking time.
That's heavy drinking time. So if it's more like if you send a text like, hey, he lost all 3 games today and there's no barf, then that's an achievement. That's like, whoa, what's going on here?
I did hit Pete's like, your boy owes me $300. I do like that Brandon basically went, all right, I got so many options. Make it to the bathroom, throw up any trash can, or option 3.
Pete's gonna see him register for an event, Brandon Valley, and he's gonna be like, your registration has been taken for previous fees. Please re-register to come to the event. He just registers again and says the same message until he covers the 300. He's like,
everybody, you buy a ticket, his is individually there. It's 300 and then the ticket.
It's like, for all registration, click here. For Brendan Valley, click here.
Exactly.
Service fee. Service fee,
processing
please.
on PayPal is a bitch.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's hilarious, actually. But yeah, no, I I don't know. Orcs seem very, very different. I'm not really positive how. I don't like the fact that buggy is so good. The squig buggy is like an auto take. It makes me mad.
It's not even OP. It's good, and it's their only indirect. So it's just like,
no, the Laba. They have a Laba. They have an Evi.
They don't have a Laba.
Yeah, they do.
The
Evi Laba
on the rig they have it.
Yeah. On all the big vehicles they have an Evi Laba, and it might come on the Forge World stuff. I don't know.
Maybe. But, I don't know about that. You know how I feel about the Forge World mojo.
I sent you a Forge World guy that has 7 rockets, 7 D3 rocket shots that hit on 4+. That's pretty good. 7 D3 rockets is no joke for 160 points. Grot killed tank or something like that. Yeah, the new Ramshackle is really good, Pete. I do like the new Ramshackle.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
It's really good on Death Coptas.
Death Coptas.
Death Coptas. Ramshackle on the Death Coptas is very, very good.
Death Coptas might be my favorite new.
4 wound -1 damage. Death Coptas are amazing because damage 2 is like a joke for them. Damage 3 gets like downgraded as well. Damage 3 becomes like the most efficient way to kill them, actually. So it's
Diego,
kind of
I
interesting.
do really like the new Commandos. 100%. Forward deploying is a must-have. You just have to.
Yeah, commandos are really, really good as well. I think they're an auto take, and the fact that they can take squig bombs is amazing. So I think commandos are pretty much an auto take. I'm not a fan of the tank busters anymore.
They took away all their mojo.
I think in freebooters they're still maybe interesting. Because on 4+ to hit they could be pretty lethal.
But they don't though, because the fact that you can only be +1 to hit. So it doesn't even matter that they get another +1.
Well, they hit on 5s, and then they go to 4s for a normal target. They only get +1 against vehicles.
Sure.
But if you want to shoot a normal target with 10 D3, strength 8, -2, 3 damage missiles, which sounds good to me.
That sounds decent, but it's they got to do this stuff for it.
And if a vehicle has -1 to hit, you could still get the +1
sure,
with freebooters.
You could stack the thing.
Yeah, you can stack it.
I'm not gonna lie. At that point in time, I'd rather just punch.
No, I don't like them. I don't like them. I'm trying to give like the benefit of the doubt. Like, what's the way to play them if you wanted to play them? I feel like that's the way you would play them. I don't know.
But let's do the bold predictions on what Grey Knights and Thousand Suns are going to do.
They're not gonna do shit,
man. I don't know, man. It's so weird because when you do a psychic heavy army like Thousand Suns, Grey Knights at least kind of balance it between the shooting, but Thousand Suns is kind of all in on their psychics. The army is either boss mode and probably OP, or it's kind of shit.
I don't know. I can't see elite armies taking over the game. I mean, Dark Eldar trade up too efficiently, Admech trade up too efficiently, Sisters trade up too efficiently. All three of the top codexes are good because they're MSU based armies that trade up very, very well because of their damage output. Now you have two armies like GK and Thousand Suns that are going to come out, and sure, they're going to be resilient. Sure, they're going to have psychic powers. Sure, they're going to have really cool stuff, but they're not going to be trading even.
I think the Grey Knights probably have a better chance than the Thousand Suns though, because they'll have deep strike and stuff like that, so they can come down with a huge volume.
Yeah, I can see that. It's possible. With redeploy shenanigans and high volume firepower, maybe they do some pretty cool stuff. But I mean, even that against Dark Eldar and Sisters, I'm not seeing it. Against Admech, sure, if they have a lot of like ignore cover damage to, kind of firepower, sure, they could put a hurt on them. But I mean, still, a 20-man unit is going to trade up no matter what. So if you have 80 guys and like the Grey Knight player kills, 40 without a doubt, like you're still fine.
It'll really worry. It'll really matter.
And the chickens are gross too.
It'll matter how they do their Fire and Fade and their Astrolabe, because if they take those two away from you, you won't be able to handle Admech at all with those.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming they keep those, because if they don't keep those, then it's game over. Like they create no impact without those. They need a way to redeploy, re-navigate the board, get somewhere, shoot, get somewhere else that's safe. They need that. Without that, they're totally screwed without that. So I mean, because Dark Eldar outmaneuvers them, Sisters is going to outboard control them, Admech is going to just trade really well and be aggressive. So take midboard. I mean, they need a way to engage and de-engage. So that's what we saw out of those lists at Texas. So. I mean, Naden's list was
there was so much MSU.
Super
too.
good.
Did you see the new guys some of the new
Shadow
Dark Eldar
Specters
lists they were taking? Like 1 million vehicles and all these 5-man squads everywhere.
Yeah.
They were just trying to super MSU the board.
Yeah, which is why I also like Orc freebooter armies, because now it's not 24 inches of the guy that killed something. It's just board wide. You kill a unit board wide +1 to hit. That can be really, really efficient because a lot of players have some dumbass units somewhere on the board, and
you can hit with the squiggle.
You can hit with a squiggle launch a guy, or you can hit with something else. Doesn't matter what you hit with. You can hit with something, and you can get a really good kill. You can charge something with like a dreadnought or a vehicle on 3d6 charge. Do mortals, do close combat, get it in close combat as well. I mean, the whole army gets really efficient when you get +1 to hit. It's everything starts looking really good.
For sure, because you get him back in line. Hunter, let's say hot take. What do you think they would do to Magnus to make him more on level with Morty? They got to do something with the Primarchs to either give them 16 wounds or something to give them obscuring, or just make them be able to work with obscuring, or give them an option for some sort of bodyguard, maybe not a cheap bodyguard, maybe something expensive. It's just, you can't, for me, I just can't take big Primarchs in super, I can take them fun times. I'll take them to RTT all day long. But if I'm trying to win a big tournament, the fact that they can just be insta-picked up by Sisters, there's just so many armies, there's so many armies that'll just, like, literally a unit of chickens will just pick up Magnus laughably picking.
My first response to this question was, Magnus is great. Just roll your dice behind terrain. But then I was like, it's not nice. But I said it anyways.
Hold on, I gotta get my special dice rolling.
I think it's pretty straightforward. I think Magnus needs to get a 2+ save. I think Magnus needs to have minuses. Not minuses to damage, but maybe minuses to damage. But he needs to take a limited number of wounds in a turn. They need to just start doing that. That needs to just be a thing.
Just like
Gazgo style. That just needs to be a thing now with the big characters. They need to have a maximum number of wounds they can take in a phase.
400 or 500 points on a guy and just go, oh, he's deleted. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went second.
I didn't say roll better, Hunter. I said roll behind a piece of ruin. So
he said just cheat.
Yeah.
I think people are mistaking this.
Let me clarify here, guys.
Hold on. So grab only D20s and roll your saves.
No. I think Magnus needs to have a certain number of wounds he could take per phase. That would be the way that he would be really good. I'd also love to see him have some cool I would love to see Thousand Suns have some better abilities to shut down psychics, even more so. So
the problem is certain armies can just shut that down though. Sisters have multiple units that can just go nope, and nope.
Yeah, I would love to see Magnus just have an ability where he could just cast a power automatically. This power auto goes off, cannot be denied. Yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Or even do it on their magic numbers or something. Be every time he rolls a 9+, it just goes off because that's age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and some really good psychics too. The Killrig and Orcs, not bad. That one, he has 2 pretty decent psychic powers for mortal wounds. The one there's an aura mortal wound one where on a 4+, every unit within 9 takes mortals. It's like an old Transcendency Dan kind of thing.
Killrig's shot, by the way.
Oh, the Killrig shot is the reason to take that model. You just
right now, so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Right now, if you shoot the Killrig, the harpoon, and you hit something,
no, it's not hit. It's not hit. You have to wound a model with it.
Sorry, wound. Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying once it goes through,
and it has to live. So you have to shoot a model with more than 3 wounds. Because it does 3 damage.
You get something, but then you can charge somewhere else, and then you get more than 12 away, and they're not
can't move. Yeah, can't move. That's exactly how it works. Yeah, that's exactly how it works. So, I think it's awesome. I think it's the cool, one of the coolest rules I've seen in a while. And I really hope it's not a mistake. I hope it's intended to be played that way because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like this thing is harpooning something, and if it hurts it. The harpoon is stuck in that model, and it can never leave 12 inches of the Killrig. And that's just super cool.
I'm saying if you make yourself go outside of 12, right now it can't do anything.
I think that should be the purpose. That should be as intended. I think that'd be amazing.
Should you be able to come back towards the Killrig then?
Yeah, you can come towards the Killrig.
Because right now you can't even move.
That's true. You wouldn't even be able to move because you're already outside of 12.
Because you're outside of 12. You're just not able to do anything. You're just stuck. You're just pinned to the tree or some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true. I can see that. I like that too, though. I like all of it. I like all of it.
I like all of it.
I like all of it. I like the idea of a harpoon hitting something.
That's probably
and it's just stuck somewhere.
Mr. Pajama Pants is the reason why I'm interested in orcs. Because I was really on the fence whether I was going to do sisters or whether I was going to do orcs. But the fact that you are so juiced about orcs in all ways made me want to just do the orcs.
I'm also really juiced about sisters, though. Sisters are amazing. I mean, when I saw what's his face? John Lennon's army for Texas. I know I wasn't on the Thursday show, but I did take a look at his list.
All the steam, bro.
And his list was awesome. I loved it. I loved his list. And I said right away, I don't know if I said it to the Thursday guys, to Richard and those guys. I know that they would know that I would say this, so it's not a big deal, Adam and them. But I basically was talking to somebody and I was like, oh, it's gonna be Sean and John. I think it was you, Brad, wasn't it you? I called you and I said this is basically just Sean versus Lennon in the finals. And that was day 1. I said that day 1, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm sure hundreds of people said the same thing. But I wasn't surprised to see that. I was surprised to see that John did get a loss in the event earlier.
Lost to McDade, Madman.
Yeah. So I was surprised to see that.
In a hotly contested game.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that. I mean, I'm not super surprised after hearing some stuff about it, but
he flipped it. He played him in the top 8 and he put the beats on him.
That's where you just got to drop the people's elbow on that one. And move on to better and brighter things. So
he did not read our tagline.
He did not. He's never read our tagline. Yeah, that's never going to be something that is read by by that individual. But yeah, no, I love the harpoon idea. So it's really cool. I wish there was more stuff. I like
dude, you can get behind this.
What?
I was like, I think orcs should have some stupid rules like that. If you want to call the wog, the player actually has to let out a loud wog, or it doesn't count. Or if they talk like an orc, they get bonus to leadership.
I feel like no more grown men need to wog. I mean, I'm a big orc fan. I'm super anti-wogging. I have to admit, I can't watch grown men wog. I really can't. And watching the store people do it, who used to be like making like minimum wage, working crazy hours at a GW and like wogging. I'm like, bro, just get your discount on the models. Go get a second job.
I'm down with the wog.
Jesus.
You're talking from a guy that gets like debilitating migraines, and I still like the wog.
No wog. We could put some rock. We could just rock out or something like that instead. So he's like, you will. Well, Hunter goes, you will never get the bonus. I was like, all right,
whatever. Looks like you're rolling too many dice because I didn't count that wog.
Wasn't there a thing in 40K where you had to like pick a dice and like a number on a dice, and if your opponent guessed the same number that you picked, something happened, but if they didn't guess the same number you picked, something else happened? Was that ever a thing, or am I making this up?
There's been a bunch of weird type rules in the past. So
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know exactly that one, but there has been some super wacky ones.
Yeah. No, I like the harpoon. I wish the shock attack gun was better. The relic one's not terrible, but nowhere near as good as it was.
Yeah, but it's meh. I am psyched up to see Beast Snagger, boys.
Honestly, Daka really got destroyed. Old Daka was way better.
The Daka, I was to say Daka, the explodings, yeah.
Exploding Daka felt more like orcs. It felt more like orcs.
That's why right now I feel like orcs is more of a board control close combat army with some squig buggies doing stuff in the background. Because you don't have the opportunity to get all crazy orky with your shooting.
You could with freebooters. With freebooters you could. And you could take mech guns to activate it too. The mech guns don't benefit, but they are clan. So they do replace the clan keyword. So if a mech gun does kill something, you do actually get +1 to hit across the whole board. So it could be interesting.
I don't know. Well, we're seeing. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't play orc shooting. I took it to Nova. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's one of those things where you had the Daka made up for the fact that you were hitting on 5s, though. You know what I mean? So all those explosions gave you more, statistically more hits. Right now, you just don't have any of that. You don't have rerolls. You don't have explosions. Yeah. So you're just hitting on 5s, and it's such a small amount of hits that, you know what I mean? The shooting for me was probably meh. And it sucked because I was excited for orc shooting because I remembered old orc shooting. You know what I mean? And then I went, oh, well, I can't do any of those.
Well, I think there's something there with like blood axes, really, really good. I think dreadnoughts coming in from reserves in either blood axe, in a blood axe detachment, because they can come. You could put 3 units in for free. They can leave combat, re-engage. You can upgrade the unit to hit on 2s if you want to. There's a lot there, and they have 3d6 charge when they come in. I mean, there's a lot there. Mortal wounds as well. So I like that a lot. Diego said he worries that orc players might run into clock issues. No, dude, the army's totally different, bro.
You're going to be MSU. You're going to be
super MSU, man. Orc lists right now are like commandos, maybe a third commandos. I don't know. But 2 commandos, 2 storm boys for sure. 2 units of death coptas or 1 unit of death coptas for sure. And then probably a Squigosaur war boss, a mega armor war boss, and then some other HQ. And then after that, you really have a lot of options. You can go dreads, you can go shooting, you can go a lot of stuff, but like that's kind of like the start. And then probably one of the squig guns as well with the upgraded nitros.
You're gonna take 2 squig buggies. That's kind of an auto. They're 2 damage. They're indirect.
Yeah, I guess you could take 2.
I missed one. I am excited for the new kits, but I'm more excited for what Alan comes out of his crazy mind. Also, binding to Richard, Rich Boddington up by me is also an orc player. He's already starting to kit bash some stuff, the AOS stuff, taking the AOS orc stuff and putting it in new list. They've got the 2 squigs on each other, and they've got the mega boss. And he's going to have that dude riding him. I think that there's going to be some super great.
Yeah, if my daughter was not born on the 17th and I wasn't, in the hospital for 3 days plus back home and taking care of her, I would already have the army built. It'd be done. So
There's just some. I don't know. I'm a guy that really, really likes conversions. You know that. So without the fact that I can't see half the colors. So, but I'm all about the conversions. I think they just look super cool. I think it's one of my favorite parts of the game. So I'm a big nerd about conversions and fluff. So, and I think that orcs will be in the sisters-esque power level, probably underneath them, because sisters just do the same things but with better saves.
yeah.
And they can cheat. That's the thing is the sisters can legally cheat with Miracle Dice and Miracle Dice shenanigans.
Sisters are super good. I would consider orcs on par, if not slightly below Dark Eldar. But then I think Admech, Sisters, and then Dark Eldar, and then maybe
it's
orcs.
Admech by itself right now.
Yeah, Admech's just stupid.
And then Sisters and Dark Eldar are probably deciding who's better. And then I think orcs is in that mix, but probably right underneath them. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when we get more games in. And I think they're slightly above.
I think there's a much. I think there is a bigger, a much more significant jump though with Sisters than any of the other codexes in terms of player skill. So like Admech, you could be a really, really good player, but Admech, even the best players are not going to get too much return versus like an average player. Like if you're a 4-1, 4-2 kind of player,
Sisters
and you're playing Admech, and you're like a notoriety, you win tournaments all the time, and you're still playing Admech, the amount of level up there is very minimal. Sisters is massive. If you are a tournament winning player and you're playing Sisters and you have the games and the prep and the knowledge and you understand your opponent's armies very well, the level up there is much more significant.
It's huge.
Than
you have
Admech.
So many decisions to be made every single turn.
I would consider orcs pretty high too on there too. Right now.
Say again?
I would consider orcs pretty high too. Nowhere near Sisters, but higher, definitely higher than Admech.
Oh, there's a ton of stuff though, because you've got wogs, you've got truck boy moves, you've got all of the different once a game. You've got a lot of things that you can run into with orcs.
I think they're up there too right now. They're definitely higher than they've ever been. I think orcs in the past.
You're not just putting like 150 models on the board.
Yeah, the last time orcs were, I think, this advantageous for skilled play was probably like in 4th edition when you had the knob bikers where you can split the wounds up. That was an edition where if you were really, really good at 40K in that edition, you were kicking butt with orcs. And like the internet was talking about how bad orcs were on Daka and everywhere. And yours truly was out in War Games Con, just
knobs bikers
wrecking
boss
people.
Mode.
So I do think that is definitely the case there too. So, but
I wish that knobs on squigs came in units.
Oh my god.
That would have been
or
awesome.
You could just take them without like having to take the squig boys. I feel like they're not efficient without like kind of a unit. Like they kind of have to go with that unit.
You can deal with any single guy. It's the volume of attacks and wounds and everything else.
I mean, it would have been cool if the knobs came in like units of 5. The knob squig boys, if squig boys came in units of 5, or a unit of 2 with a knob squig, right? And it was just one squad, and then like you get the other.
That was a dumb time of wound shut stuff. Yeah. Everybody had like a different piece of war gear. They're like, what's this guy got on him? I don't know, but it cost 1 point. It makes him different than that guy, so I can separate the wounds.
Yeah, but it was a tricky time to play orcs, man. You have to know when to tuber boost up, when to hide, how to engage. That unit was essentially like very efficient if played well back then.
The funny thing is like now with the orcs, I've actually going into more and more infantry-based stuff, just because of the fact that my first couple games was so hard with parking lot issues. Yeah. You can get move blocked so hard because everything in the unit is cavalry or vehicle. So it's just
player plays terrain. Player plays terrain. Yeah, squig boys should be not cavalry. They should be.
It would be awesome if they were beasts. I mean,
they should be beasts.
Because a dude riding them, but
they should be 100% beasts. Like they are beasts. They look like beasts. They're riding beasts. Why the fuck are they not beasts?
It's just super tough when like your whole army doesn't go through walls. You're just like, well, fuck.
No, they should definitely be beasts. Ooh, that was a huge mess up.
Dude, have you seen the new dragons for fucking AOS?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, dude, those things are boss mode.
Yeah.
Whew.
They're really good. But I mean, the Smog Dragon's still the best thing ever. And then I like Archon, the guy who rides the 3-headed. Archeon. Yeah, Archeon. That's like the coolest. That's probably the coolest model still for me.
I mean, he's still the best dude in the fluff because he literally blew up the world.
Yeah. Or maybe the Corn Dragon. The Corn Dragon's a pretty cool model too, but I don't like the rider as much. But the corn dragon itself is really
like you're not going to cut the rider off if you didn't like him. I don't know why you say silly stuff like that.
Yeah, the rider I'm not a huge fan of, but
I did love immediately when you sent me a message. I was told that I can't make these.
Yeah, someone told me I couldn't convert a kill reg, and I was like, "What do you mean you can't? Why?" He's like, "Well, you can't. It's too difficult to make that model." I was like, "I can literally make that model."
Immediately, I get a picture of it.
Like, what is wrong with you?
It has begun.
Who are you? Who is she? So,
this is crazy talk.
Yeah, that was crazy talk. I don't know what people are talking about. I can convert anything. So,
but I'm not gonna lie, out of the books that have been released in 9th edition, I think that Orcs and Sisters were done right.
No, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think I agree with you on Sisters. I also agree with you on, I would say Dark Eldar is very good as well, as far as overall codex.
After the Liquefier nerfs, I think there's a ton of stuff.
And I think AdMech is going to be great too after they get nerfed. They have to get nerfed. I think the nerf on AdMech is going to be points related, in addition to some stuff on Lucius specifically. But I think it's going to be a mixture of both. And I still think the AdMech book is very, very good even after that. Orcs, I don't know, man. I feel like they just left some stuff. I don't like the DACA change. I don't think I'm ever going to like the DACA change.
Orc player, coming from you playing Orcs, I get it 100%. Because the Orc, none of the Orc lists I've made, zero of the Orc lists I've made so far, looks like an Orc list from.
Yeah, but even my lists didn't look like Orc lists too. I was always playing stupid stuff like from the get-go. But like,
true, you play wacky shit.
Yeah. But I feel like they could have done more. I don't know. I feel like there should have been more strats, maybe 3 strats per clan type. Because I feel like the strat game is weak in Orcs. Overall, the strat game
were a little underwhelming.
Yeah,
There's
the strat game is weak.
Stuff, but as a whole, I wasn't really missing the fact that I took 3 detachments. You know what I mean? I was just like, whatever. I didn't use any strats.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I feel like they killed the shock jump Drasta. They pretty much nerfed that guy so he's not even
to
the ground. He's not even like, you don't even consider taking him. Actually, all of the buggies except for the Squig Launcher buggy, in my opinion, are no longer efficient, and I feel like that sucked. I feel like the upgrades should have been allowed for units, not just single vehicles. I feel like the custom clans should have been full detachment clans, just like they were in the Psychic Awakening book, right? But the ones they made now are cooler, and they could have just kept it that way. And maybe they would have to make some changes because some of those are pretty specific. But it would have been pretty cool to keep that just in detachments. I would have loved to see them also stack. That would have been really cool. Like you could take 2.
Right now, like I said, I was saying after playing games with them, the Orc shooting is so much more underwhelming than it used to be.
It's not even close.
Because when I first looked at
also psychic powers. It's not just shooting, Brad. It's psychic powers too.
No, the psychic power. I haven't even taken a psychic. The only psychic I'm going to take is the kill ring.
They got rid of the boys. They got. I mean, not only are you not like, there's not even an incentive to take the boys now, but also you can't get the pluses.
Right. Well, you can't get the pluses, but also the psychics are clan locked.
Yeah, the psychics are also clan locked, which also sucks. Yeah, the jump. Clan lock.
I'm just not taking a psyker that only works on one of my 3 detachments. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I think they missed. I think they missed a little bit. I think a lot of units too are still not very, very takeable. I don't think they fixed battle wagons. I think battle wagons could have got a little bit better treatment.
The battle wagons and the bone crusher are both still.
Yeah. What are they doing with those? Stampa didn't get any love. I mean, give some love to the Stampa for those people who are playing it. I think the Gorkanaut and the Morkanaut, not enough love.
I like the Orc book as a whole because it still has a lot of options because we're still talking about a bunch of different lists that all seem very viable. They did miss on some things though. And the thing is that I thought a lot more units were going to be viable because when I first looked at them, I was thinking the old rules with DACA and exploding 6s and everything else. You know what I mean? When you think about the number of shots you're getting, you're like, oh, I'm going to get a volume. So, only hitting on 5s won't make as big of a difference because I'm either going to pop DACA or I'm going to just get a decent, a couple 6s here and there that may explode up, and then you don't have any of that. Also, you don't have rerolls like just anywhere.
Yeah, I honestly don't think the Codex is as good as the others because I think there's going to be maybe 1 or 2 ways for them to play. The secondaries are good, Kurt, but secondaries in 40K suck. The way we play secondaries right now in 40K are terrible.
Yeah, but
there's no interaction, and we take bullshit units to do bullshit stuff just to get bullshit
the
points.
orc secondary is sweet.
It's
I love it.
terrible, Brad.
It makes
well,
you
no, the orc
interactive.
secondaries are fine. I like the orc ones.
I was just about to say.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter though.
You have to kill more shit than they kill.
Yeah,
in melee.
but when I talk to you about everything secondaries, you're just like always take engage, always take the new scramblers, and then take something else that makes sense in that game. And you're always playing it safe and trying to not interact and trying to take secondaries that no one can stop, and it just sucks. That's a terrible way to play the game. So I hate it. I'm gonna hate it forever.
I'm gonna hate it forever
until it's different. So
the orc secondaries themselves. The green tide would be good, but you have to play horde orcs, and I'm not playing horde orcs. I don't even have a unit that has 11 people in it.
Yeah, no army list will. No competitive list will. There's no point to play a horde orc army. It's just not efficient. It's nowhere near efficient.
There's just so much good training for some of these other codexes that you just can't, in my opinion.
It's like, hey, look at my 300-point unit. They're awesome, right? They can't shoot. They can't really get across the board very fast. They can't jump. They can't really threaten you very well. Oh, and then you have a 160-point AdMech unit that will literally pick it up in 2 seconds flat. Like literally, if they were like, "Hey, this my 20-man AdMech unit is going to shoot that unit 30 unit of boys," I was like, "All right, don't even roll. I'll just pick them up." Like that's how bad it is.
They're just done.
So like what are we talking about right now? Like seriously, what are we talking about?
I do like the base T5 when you're taking the small units. That's cool. But besides that,
yeah.
But also wear war bikes T6, the regular boys T5.
Yeah, war bikes.
I don't mind war bikes. They're -1 to hit, and they can take a free choppa, so they all have 3 attacks apiece. Yeah. 25 points. You can advance and charge with Wog, of course.
I don't know, man. I feel like they missed with this codex. This is a miss in my opinion. I still think they're good. I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying the way you're going to play orcs is going to be very different than you've seen.
It's going to be very non-orky, I guess.
Yeah, and it's going to be very, very, I would say, MSU style slash.
I haven't made a. I mean,
guarantee my secondaries.
I haven't made a list that isn't MSU, but that's super my style.
Yeah, you should just play sisters, Brad. If you're trying to win the ITC, don't even waste your time with orcs. It's a waste of time. You're not going to win that final game.
Now you've just challenged me. I've been challenged.
No, you're just not going to win it though. You're not going to beat that sisters player in the last round.
I'm going to go to New Orleans.
You're definitely never beating an AdMech guy ever in any round.
In New Orleans, I can't talk about New Orleans. I think that I'm playing orcs for New Orleans.
We have a list. Someone just put Austin Wingfield just put a list in our chat.
Oh shit! Just throwing it to chaos. Chaos is strong.
Let me read this. Keeper Secrets, Sinister Hand, Smite, blah, 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 blah.
Hellbane, Shalaxi.
Snapping Claws, Demonettes. Everyone on the stream, read the list right now because that's what I'm doing. And I hate how this comes through in my chat feed. Is this nicer on whatever chat feed you're on, Brad? It's like a paragraph.
It's just Battlescribe. I'm used to looking at it.
Oh, is it Battlescribe?
Bellacore. Why is Bellacore 360 and the Primarch's 400 and something?
Bellacore's actually not that bad either. I kind of like Bellacore.
His army kind of poo, but
I kind of want to make his special army and see if I can make that work in like a 3-round.
Fucking Austin's throwing down a Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster also.
I mean, I can't say anything bad about this list. Do I see everything that I think I see? Is there a Keeper of Secrets, a Bellacore, an Exalted clean one, an unclean one, and a Bloodthirster? Is there a Zinch one?
Yeah, he's got a Lord of Change.
Lord of Change as well. Ooh.
He's got all 4.
Austin.
He's fucking rocking all 4, bro.
Austin, bro. Let me tell you, man. You're
With
fucking
the double Furies.
You're fucking doing it right. I just got to tell you this right now. You're doing it right. Like mad props, mad respect. I love everything.
Like
I love everything about it.
He's got 3 units of Furies. He's got the
Furies are amazing. Those are
Nurgle
secondary units.
Say again.
Furies, man, secondary units. Did he mark them Nurgle?
Yeah. He's got 2 Marker Nurgle and 1 Marker Zinch.
Oh, okay. Pete's like, I want to get in on the fun. Pete, how are you gonna try to follow up this dude's army? He's playing all 4 greater demons, and he's playing Bellacore. Like, there's nothing you can write where we're going to be positive on right now. We're going to trash whatever you just put in this chat. I didn't read it yet, but it's going to get absolutely shredded. It could be the best damn list in the world, and I'm going to make fun of it. Now I'm going to see if it's actually any good. Oh, it's Iron Hands. Yes, we're gonna poo-poo all over this thing.
It's Quattro Dreads. I love Quattro Dreads.
Quattro Dreads.
He's
Why
got
do
the
you love Quattro
Sicarans in
Dreads?
there. Wow, those are so expensive.
Oh my God, those are expensive. Jesus. He goes, I have indirect fire. Cool, bro. No one uses it.
Oh man, I wish I had 5 more points. I'd like to see that last unit intercessors
Sicarian.
become a unit of incursors.
What does the Sicarian Arius or Arcus even do? I don't even know what that thing does. Do you know what that does?
It does Sicarian stuff.
I literally,
look 'em
Pete,
up.
I
There's
literally
like-
don't know what
there's
that's
literally
Sicarian.
7
I have a Sicarian. It's over there on the
No, the Sicarian
Oh.
has like 6 or 7 different things it can do.
I know. I don't know what his does though.
Sicarian Arcus.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a 100 killer missile. That's all I want to say.
Well, it has an Arcus multi-launcher. But what is a
Yeah,
multi-launcher?
It's the indirect deal.
Ignorance is how I win.
Shoots shit.
Yeah, Pete, your list is not as cool as Austin's. I mean, it's not even in the same dimension of cool as Austin's. The fact that your list is on my screen in the same proximity or in the same resolution state as Austin's insults me as a person. That's how inferior your army is to Austin's. I just want to make sure I'm very clear on this.
Fucking Diego bringing goddamn Vipers out of the woodwork.
Diego's always got some cool lists. We talk about it on Warzone.
I don't like fire prisms, dude. I like this list. I just don't like fire prisms.
Oh, you probably insulted his most favorite unit.
Probably he's got 3 of them.
Isn't there
It's
a 3 fire?
It's a strong shooting list.
Isn't there a 3 fire prism strat?
Yeah, it's link fire.
Yeah.
It's just not as good as it used to be.
Pete,
You don't even understand
I
the units.
understand the units you're using. You're using vehicles that shoot. That's boring. The dude above you, go look at Austin's list, bro. Read that. That's legendary. That's like people will remember his name for all time because of the awesomeness of his list. You will be forgotten.
Bro,
It's like
he's got
Troy.
fucking
Go watch
4
Troy.
dreadnoughts that are all fucking troops, by the way.
I know the dreadnoughts are awesome. I do love dreadnoughts.
Yeah, he's got rights of war on the tech brain. It means they're all OBSEC. So he basically just moves up in a little ball of OBSEC fucking machines and pews people.
Yeah, no, I absolutely
That is
love.
true. How did you not give your boy? Wyatt went 4-0 to start with a Lord of Skulls.
Hell yeah.
At Lone Star.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm killing units that don't interact.
Oh, Beat's gonna come fucking put the beats on you for fucking talking shit.
I'm not talking shit.
It-
I'm just
It
telling
doesn't
him.
count. Alan's about to get randomly selected in a stop.
I'm just
as
making
shows up
sure
in his
Pete
full
knows.
Police outfit.
I'm just making sure Pete knows that his list does not belong on the same piece of paper as Austin's list.
Yeah, Diego. I like your list. I hate the point inefficiency of the fire prisms. They just make me sad. I also have fire prisms, so that's another reason they make me sad. I would just take more volume with it. It just bothers me. They used to be such a boss mode thing, and now they're like, okay, they're not bad. They just cost a lot for what they do. I would rather see more pew pew, pew pew, pew pew.
I just copied Pete's list down so that I could do more analysis later when I'm not sleep deprived and like just
also
shred it
so
in
excited
pieces.
about the fact that Austin gave you a list. I love that. Pete, don't feel bad on it because literally Alan had such a boner as soon as Austin sent a list with all 4 greater demons at Bellicor. It didn't matter.
That's
Your
what I
list
explained.
could
I
literally
explained to him.
been
I explained to him
accompanied by
before he started.
Cherubs of angels singing, and he wouldn't have mattered at
I
all.
said you could literally have sent me the best army list in existence, but after Austin's list, it's just not a point. It's not something I can't even talk about Diego's, and I love Diego. I can't even talk about his list because Austin's list is so good. But I do like fire prisms.
You don't even remember what a fire prism is.
I know what a fire prism is. I like that chain thing. The chain thing, one fire prism can shoot, the other 2 can kind of just chill and kind of hide. And then like one shoots for all of them. I have no idea if that's worth it though. Like I have no clue. I have absolutely.
They're
I don't think it is,
55
right?
apiece, so it's just like they're good, but they're just not for their points good.
They can't shoot out of line of sight though.
No.
Yeah. So they're not night spinners.
And they have to all see each other, so it's kind of weird. I mean, you can make it happen, obviously, but
yeah, seriously.
it's just you need more. You just need more. In today's game, you just need more shit, basically. So if
Oh
something,
no, he's saying he does what I just said. He links fires into AdMech blobs. -3 AP, 12 shots. Reroll hits and wounds. Yeah.
that's just not worth it for 400 points.
Yeah.
You can just get so much more
Yeah, it's
firepower for that. They're good. Like I said, they're good. They're not. I'm not shooting 12 shots for 400 points.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not worth the points for sure. for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like. Ugh.
But how efficient is the rest of his army? Does he make up for it with efficiencies elsewhere? You guys are going to make me copy all these.
He's got really efficient shit.
I'm running off of like literally an hour and a half of sleep.
Basically, if you take out the fire prisms, you can get so much more volume of shots, which would just do way better in that.
Diego's one of those dudes who, honestly, Brad, you would appreciate this. He's a lot like kind of like how I was, or how maybe you are now. Where I get with him, I get on Warzone with him, and he's like got a new army every time I talk to him. Like every time I talk to him, he has a new list. And while we're playing the game, he's making a list as we're playing for like something else.
Everything about that.
You know, like
you get so many stars.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
My Yelp review would recommend.
Yeah, that's how I used to be. That's how I used to be too, and I haven't done that in a long time. I don't even bother anymore, just because I know I'm not going to an event for a long time, so I don't waste my time.
Going to Canada.
But yeah, I do want to try to see if I can make this Canada event. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see how big Layla gets.
We could WOG together. I will come to your table and WOG for you when you need to WOG also.
As long as I get the bonuses. You know, Hunter said I don't get the bonuses. He said, screw you.
You get the bonuses
no
as
soup
long
for
as
you.
you do the WOG, as you make the WOG happen.
I don't think he'll make an exception for you
WOGing.
WOGing.
What kind of communist nation you're from that you don't want to WOG?
Toronto, Kurt.
Toronto.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'd be pretty pumped to go. I'd play. I don't know what I would play. I might just show up with sisters, to be honest. They're so freaking good.
Sisters are very
They're
good.
so good. So please don't WOG. Please.
Plus Volestein is pretty unbelievable.
See, Diego's also.
No,
Diego's
no
on my
chance
side.
of not
Diego,
WOGing,
I told everyone there's no scenario in which a grown man should be WOGing. Like, it's not a thing. And Hunter's like, well, you should get
consider
benefits.
me a grown man.
So you are unfortunately a grown man. The doctors have confirmed that you will not grow anymore. You are fully grown.
While I was
you're
down at
like
Universal,
one of those hot dogs in a gas station.
Dude, if you said that, I stopped growing like freshman year. Yeah. I was the shortest kid. They're like, this is about it. I was like, real mad about this, but I'm gonna go work out now. Yeah. So
I like whenever you see me after a long period of time, you just like stand next to me and you're like, I forgot you're this giant. Like, why are you so big? Like, go stand away from me. Go stand over there.
You could walk on your hands. Your arms are so long.
No, my arms are not long. My legs are long. My arms are normal.
It's all there's just
actually Tyler Cooley makes fun of me all the time because my arm length is supposed to be my height. Or I think everyone's is. If you stretch out your arms, it's supposed to be similar to your height, and mine's like 6 inches shorter than my height. So like I'm clearly like a chest
also
kind of guy.
I'm super waiting on Eloise to finish painting up her sister's army so I can borrow it. Clearly,
Eloise, listen to me real quick. I will mute Brad if I need to. Never let this man borrow an army in which you intend to ever use again. This is honest feedback.
That is a lie. I am very dainty with my models.
Oh, snap. Carmona in the house, my boy. What's up, man? Carmona, you missed it earlier. Hey, you were gone. So I gave some advice to everyone on the stream on how to make Magnus more efficient with the new Thousand Suns book. And what was my input, Brad, for that one?
You said something about crack cocaine and don't be a trick asshole. That's all I remember.
I feel like James already knows how to make Magnus super efficient in 40K right now. But it's good to see you, bud. I was gonna let you know that Subway updated their bread recipe, and there's a lot less sugar in their bread. I don't know if you heard. I was thinking about you when I read the article.
Carmona's gonna be rocking fucking tight abs now after his Subway diet.
Yeah, dude. Carmona's gonna be like legit. Yeah, dude. Less sugar in their bread, bro.
Jack.
I'm dead serious.
Oh, I forgot. That's what I was trying to tell you. A waiter literally called me a kidult.
A kidult? I'm gonna ride. I think we've been on stream for a long time today, bro.
I have no idea.
I have no
I'm
clue.
just talking. I got very excited about things in general.
Yeah. Plus, I don't have work. I'm still off for paternity for another week, so I'll be at work next week though, which will suck. It's gonna be weird. Our podcast is gonna change quite a bit when I go back to work because I won't have a setup. I know. I'm gonna be sad. We'll have to do this like at night or something, and like record it, like make like an official podcast. I mean, Daniel's not here anyways. What's your question, James? I want to know his question.
Are you just seeing Carmona somewhere that I'm not?
Yeah, he's on YouTube. I don't have YouTube.
I have
the restream chat up.
You're making shit up right now.
Why is it Sean Naden has to issue a disclaimer every other event. That is his question. I don't know, James. You should talk to Sean. I feel like he is pushing the competitive narrative, and he is striving for greatness. And when you do so, you blaze trails, and blazing trails often need to disclaim some of the things they set afire. I mean, my question back to you, James, is do you think it mattered at all?
Absolutely.
At all? Like, did it affect anything? Or is it just a story people want to start up to cause bullshit? I think that one's pretty straightforward, right? It didn't matter. We all knew what was going to happen there. I really, really honestly wish I was on the Thursday show because I would have predicted that John Lennon would beat Sean Naden in the finals. That's literally what I would have said. And I feel like Adam would have disagreed with me. I have a feeling. And I could have held it over his head for a while. And I'm really upset that didn't happen. So, did you say glaze a trail? Yes, glazed. He glazed one.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it made any difference, it would be like, hey, if that unit somehow died because it was a while-wasted stand, to the last target, he's like, all right, I won by 80 instead of 85.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think that the 40K community loves any type of drama whatsoever because people's lives are so freaking boring that they just want to see some shit happen just to make themselves feel better. When in reality, we should realize that it's a very, very small community. And at the end of the day, everyone's cool. Like literally everyone's cool. Even the people I hate playing against, and I'm like, oh, I got to play this person. They're usually a really cool person outside of the game. I can think of like 2 people maybe that I don't actually like. I don't think they play 40K anymore. I haven't seen them in a very long time. So
that's funny. That's still one of my favorite conversations. Everybody's got somebody they don't like or doesn't like them. Well, except for Brad.
Yeah, except for Brad. Yeah, that's true. But anyways, I think we've been on for a while. We are going to continue doing the podcast. We were off last week because my daughter was born. So I took a little break.
I was in a different state. You had a child.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. But we might be restructuring a little bit. Probably be going on like Podbean or something to send the podcast out, like audio version.
We're restructuring management.
We're restructuring management. We're hiring some people to manage Brad. Just kidding.
No one can wrangle me.
No one can wrangle the Brad.
It takes a village to raise a Brad.
Yeah, but no, I've been talking to Cisco about some stuff and maybe doing some additional types of content. So thinking about doing some other stuff too, some more hobby-esque stuff. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, with COVID kind of going down, it's going to be hard to do stream when I'm at work. I don't know if I could set this up in my office. Just be like, hey, I'm on lunch right now. So.
All of the things. Let's dance our way out then.
That's the wrong song.
I was just about to headbang.
That one's too much. I like the simple one. Hey, Pete.